here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down here for this offense. Yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle with the line of scrimmage is such a big game, is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Got him, he's sacked.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
This one will be fair caught. Offense starts with a short field. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Finds room at the 30. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And
it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Looks like the defense has it.
When the defense saw the quarterback keeping the ball and their eyes lit up trying to get to him to knock that ball away. And as a quarterback, he's got to do a better job on these design runs. He can't afford to keep the ball loose in traffic. He has to hold on tight, keep that ball close to his body. They're going to turn it over every time.
Ball handed off. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And tackled there by the defense. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. They'll run it to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. It's a run to the left. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's found some room at the 45. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. And the Rebels come up to the line in a hurry-up. On first down, it's play action. Close to the tight end. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
No problem with BAT right down there. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Can he make it to the marker? Good enough for first down yardage.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You've got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And here comes a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but...
Oh, and he breaks free! It's a foot race! He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And in first down, they go right back to him. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the point after is good. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise,
he's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle quickly at the 10, but now the offense really threatening to score. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds this defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Great job with the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And there's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Clay moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job. You can see the results. First open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Man, if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging, because if you do connect on that one, it could be a game-breaking play.
The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. Scanning the field, it's Page. Throws it to the right. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Quick throw over the middle. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner will be brought down. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to pass, it's Page. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. We go with a direct snap. Gets the first and still running. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. The offense is clicking and the defense just searching for answers now. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Not much on that play, brought down short. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 31.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Oh, here comes the reverse. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Now it's second down here. Looking to throw. It's Page. He'll take a deep shot. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Ball handed off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Ole Miss. No chance to catch him. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this 1st down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football, and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pocket breaking down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Going after, knocked right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Pitches to the back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Getting set. Here's second down. To the air. It's Page. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. The offense going with the 3 up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it. Powerful running into the secondary. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do it.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught near the goal line. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it to the left. That's a strong stiff arm. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Page. Pass is caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Or it's snapped to the back. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch. A lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Well, I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. The linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in his football game.
Obviously down 2, they'll go for the 2-point conversion and try to tie the score. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, here we are in the fourth quarter. It makes total sense to go for this 2-point play to tie this game up. Unable to execute and get it done, so now the pressure shifts to their own defense to come up with a stop to get the ball back.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Finding space at the 20. And the game will pick up the first down. Tackled at the 22.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Handoff running right. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The Rebels have 1st and 10 here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Here's the 2nd down play. He'll hand it off. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching it downfield. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Rebels are in the red zone now. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized to preserve as much clock as possible. Here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On third down, it's a handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Tight end goes in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 10 now. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And And the extra point up and good. They stretch the lead to 16 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. We'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Breaking free at the... No shot to bring him down. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. That run picks up first down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And here's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
He's escaping the pocket now. And he scores. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Now, you know, this touchdown, it actually gives them a chance now that they're down 10. Really critical. You pull out the two-point play. You got to hit it to make it a one-possession game.
So the touchdown was big, but they need this two-point conversion to make it a one-score game. That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll get into the end zone. The two-point try draws them within 8 points, a one-score game. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
They'll ride the back again here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.